Hello again, Lobo fans. Welcome into the second edition of your Lobo Lounge. It is definitely a different world for us right now in college athletics and at the University of New Mexico. I'm your host, Robert Portnoy, the voice of the Lobos. And virtually, we talk with Jimmy Carson, a new member of the Lobo football coaching staff. Good morning, Jimmy. How you doing?
Good. It's great to be here.
Hey, Director of Athletic Performance, for fans who might be hearing that title for the first time, give us a rundown of your responsibilities with Lobo football.
All right. So my main responsibility is getting the student athletes ready to play football. Number one priority is keeping them healthy and available. And then from there on, we're trying to improve different athletic abilities such as speed, strength, power, things in that nature.
So you guys are trying to do virtual workouts right now, I guess 3 times a week. How's that going?
So we did our first one yesterday. It was interesting. It's a new experience for me, but the guys were pretty bought in. I was pretty shocked. Basically, what we were doing is, just kind of we're looking at each other now as I was watching them work out, while they were at home or at a buddy's house or in a park. And, we were just kind of telling them the exercises and, coaching them up just as we would in the weight room, but very simple body weight exercises that they can do with next to no equipment. You might need a chair for certain things, but that's about it. It was interesting though.
How did you come up with the workout for this virtual workout?
So I started brainstorming with one of my mentors, Joe Conley at Arizona State, and we just kind of talked about what we would do and what potential, where this was going. And this was honestly a while back because I was like, I don't know what's going to happen. And so I've kind of been ready for a while, but I just kind of thought, what can we do with nothing? Because I just have to assume everyone has nothing. And then there's actually a couple guys. Handful, probably less than 10 that actually have home gyms. So I'm giving them some special workouts basically. But there's only, a handful of guys that got access to actual bars and weights and dumbbells and stuff.
This is a whole new program for you, the University of New Mexico. You followed Danny Gonzalez, the head coach at UNM now, from Arizona State to UNM. What has it been like getting acclimated, and what do you think of Albuquerque and the state of New Mexico so far?
Well, I love Albuquerque. I actually have family here, so it hasn't been that bad of a transition for me. The first month I lived with my aunt, and so that wasn't bad at all. And she's actually shown me around Albuquerque a lot, so it's been really nice. And then getting used to the staff and UNM, it's been great. They give me free reign to do what I want, which is what you would want as a strength coach or a director of athletic performance. So, they're helping me implement kind of what we want to do and kind of what Coach Gonzalez wants. And so it's been really, really good here.
These are definitely interesting times, Jimmy, with everybody essentially in self-isolation.
Yeah.
Is there something either funny or unusual or strange about your experience sort of being holed up in your house for all this time that stood out for you that you could share with Lobo fans?
Nothing strange or funny. I guess the funny thing is I got a puppy last October and she loves that I'm home all the time. So, I'm going on 3 or 4 walks a day and, I'm just trying to keep her active and I'm staying active too. But she loves it because, instead of me being at work all day, I'm home.
Well, fitness is obviously a huge part of what you do. Lobo fans watching this are probably trying to figure out ways at home to stay fit and healthy while they can't do anything. What suggestions might you have for them as a guy who's been a strength coach, your entire professional career?
My suggestion would be to just set aside time and then you got to commit to it. One thing that people are trying to do is either online classes with friends, like maybe a Zoom, Zumba, even if that's what you want to do. It doesn't really matter what it is. It's setting aside the time and then actually doing it. It really doesn't matter what you're doing. It's just being physically active, for 30 minutes to an hour a day. And, that's pretty good. You just have to be diligent about it. And honestly, if you have someone else involved with you, they can hold you accountable. So it's pretty good.
I feel like we're getting a rhythm in the Lobo Lounge. Our second edition is in the books. Jimmy Carson, Director of Athletic Performance for Lobo Football. I know strange times, Jimmy, but it sounds like you're doing great work keeping Lobo football players fit and ready for when they get back on the field. Thanks for joining us today. Be safe.
Thank you.
I'm Robert Portnoy, voice of the Lobos. Episode 3 coming soon in the Lobo Lounge.